Let's fucking go.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the song that the Andor trailer should have had in the background. Hi everyone, welcome to One Six Figure Folks. You're very welcome to episode number 75. I cannot believe we've actually been doing this for 75 episodes. That is, isn't it powerful? Powerful the way time passes. So, episode number 75 of The Hope Show, a weekly live stream every Monday here at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, dedicated to 1/6 scale collecting in general, movies, TV, pop culture. We talk about Rob B the odd time, just to make sure that we're manly. And yeah, so we generate, and then we could talk a bit of shit as well every now and then. So I'm going to bring in the panel. So get the music going first of all. And then we've got Ian, aka Chin Silver Fox.
Shane, I'm here. I've got my new glasses, right? Watch, look. But I feel quite bad because I'm not sure they're feeling. Here we go. Watch. I'll go. You.
Ah, here we go. Now it's like seeing double. Like seeing double. People won't know who's who. It'll be
right.
Focus on
And
the
then,
fox.
I'll go back on this and go.
And now you're my dad.
It's true. It is true. It is true.
My dad actually
I'm
is a silver fox. He's got a full head of hair, but he's got grey hair, so that's what I've got to look forward to.
As long as you've got hair.
Yeah. And you know, and then again, if I was going bald, I'd shave it. I have a friend who's gone bald since he's 16. He took the plunge when he was 20, and he's probably the most fashionable out of our group. But yeah, absolutely, he's definitely. I like the way he committed to it. Jim Collector, how are you doing, Jim?
Evening, not too bad. I just want to jump on the hair talk pretty quick. My dad is also a silver fox, so I'm hoping I'm going to go the same way. So fingers crossed.
In Ian we trust. In Ian we trust.
Yeah, we do.
So Silver Fox crew.
We
are. Go on.
I've got a full head of hair here. Come on, please.
Yeah.
Looks like shit, but
Goals.
We've got Mike L should be joining us soon as well. I was supposed to send a link to Dave, but I did it lastminute.com, so he might be able to join us, but I threw him out the link anyway. And I thought there was someone else. Anyway, we have a special guest. So this person is now as a panel member tonight. He is a channel member. He is a collector. He has his own YouTube channel, and he's an extremely talented artist. And I really have to pick his brain about how he does what he does, because I just don't understand it. Just goes right over my head. So we know him as Tiny Art Guy, but his actual name is Mondo Mike. No, this is not the talented artist, but he is a talented artist.
Who is this guy? Come on.
What's the hat say?
What's going on?
Oh, it actually says Mondo. I get it now. Sorry, I'm a bit slow on the uptake. Okay, we need to bring in Bob, because otherwise he's going to leave. Nice, you're actually merched up.
Hoodie on. Yeah, that's right.
So it's Figures and Fandom. The artist previously known as Evil Squeaker, I believe. No, it's Evil Sneaker. But Bob.
You chaps.
Bob.
Exactly.
I don't want to go down the hair route today. I'll leave that. Going bald.
That's all right. You committed. You committed. I would commit too. I think I'm getting a bit of an echo there off someone. So if you're if I don't know if maybe who's not using headphones or earphones. Do you have earphones or AirPods? Yeah, I think that's what it is there. So it's just again, if we can mute if we're not talking, and or if we can get headphones, that'd be great. Bob, what's the story? How are you?
Yeah, really good, mate. Thanks for having me on the show. Pleasure to
No problem.
be here. I'm
Thanks,
sure.
thanks for agreeing to give up some of your time with us. The collection's looking nice in the background, and you have what we actually covet. You have a bit of space there, I do believe. So, yeah, we're a bit jealous about that.
I've taken about 10 figures out of my collection and decided let's start again.
Oh, right.
I've made all those sort of amateur mistakes. I say, I've been collecting probably for about 3 years,
Yeah.
and I've probably made every mistake that can possibly be made. So yeah, got rid of a load, and I'm just starting again. Got the space. Taking my
And
time.
when you said you got rid of, did you actually sell them on?
I did sell them on.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Well, use the collection to fund the collection, but now you've made all the
Absolutely.
mistakes now, so you're kind of ready to make, I suppose, what you call it, curate or be more selective, or whatever which way
That's
you
my
want
plan.
to.
I'll try my best. Yeah.
Good stuff. So I'm curious. I first encountered you through Instagram and your Instagram page. So you do these they're like, how would you describe them? Are they are they blankets? Are they throws? Are they canvases? How would you describe the material that you do your artwork on?
So they're pen and ink drawings.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just done on paper. The blankets only came along maybe a couple of years ago, but I've had the business probably for about 6 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Gradually building up a Shopify website, the usual route.
Mm-hmm.
Advertising on Facebook and Instagram, building up them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the blankets just came. I found a friend who actually produces them, and they work really well. So both for my drawings and my astrophotography, it was just a nice look, kind of evening income stream. But they're all just drawn on paper.
And then how does it say go from paper to the kind of the canvas or the throw? Do you send? Does it get photographed and then blown up, or how does that work? Or
Yeah, so I've got a really high res scanner that I send the images to. I've got a professional print company that kind of give you those really nice art prints, and then equally I give a high res scan to the lady who makes the blankets, prints them on the blankets, and then she drop ships them straight to people.
Right, amazing. Because it's just in case you haven't seen any of Bob's art, it's like you'd have that kind of he has color as well, but a lot of times it's kind of almost like black and white, and then in the middle a lot of time you'd have a main character. It could be let's say it's R2D2 in color, and then in background there'll be all these intricate different detailed drawings of different characters from Star Wars. They must take ages to do one.
35 hours average.
No, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It is insane. So
That's
really cool.
Job.
So where could
you.
people find you on Instagram and YouTube?
I think
what are your
basically
handles?
if you search Tiny Art Guy anywhere, it should come up. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I've tried it all. So
Excellent
and
stuff.
YouTube's quite a new thing for me, really, just to show off my figures as well.
Good stuff. Well, I'm glad you joined us here. And right,
Thank
so
you.
that's Bob, Tiny Art Guy. We're going to be picking his brain some more later on, and going to be getting him to put him under pressure and in the games like the Snap and Stilgar Stills, and asking for his opinions on various different release announcements this week. So before we do any of that, I'm just going to address the chat, and also, of course, folks, please follow Tiny Art Guy on Instagram, add him on Facebook, and give him a sub on YouTube as well. Right, folks, if you want to become a channel member, and again, look, I'm happy if you're just watching the shows. Again, massive appreciate to anyone who takes any time out of their day to watch the show, like the show, leave a comment on a video, invite me on their live stream, give up their time to come on my live stream. But if you do want to go a step further and you want to support the channel in a different way, consider becoming a channel member. We have 2 tiers, Troopers and Commanders, at $2.99 and $5.99, and it's various little additional perks, and it's always the pinned comment in the live stream. So thank you very, very much. So we got Big Rib, one of our newest channel members. Thanks very much, Big Rib. I've added you to the kind of the slide here, which goes through all the troopers. Thank you very much. Of course, we have channel member and panel member here. We got Bob. We have a bit of news here. This is I just can't take anything that this guy says seriously, so I'm actually a bit skeptical of this next one, but it looks like we have a brand new brand new channel member.
Welcome to the club, man.
So it's the artist previously known as Shiny Shiny, currently known as Shiny Shiny. Shout out to the 24 people watching live, greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Shiny Shiny, thank you very much. I do appreciate you becoming a channel member. Yeah, so years of sarcasm finally paying off. Thanks very much, I do appreciate that. So I want a Harley picture instead of a trooper though. Oh right, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I got you. We'll see what we can do. We got 12-inch Moose Stream. Another panel member. Do you want a artisan Anakin Shiny Shiny? Are you insinuating that he's only joining to become? He has to be a channel member at the time of the giveaway, so he'd probably be better off to push that out until it's at least released, and then give it another month because realistically, Sideshow is going to take a while. So yeah. Shout out to you anyway, 12-inch Moose Stream. We've got Caffeinated Comic Fan, another channel member. The Prey thumbnail almost had me tricked into thinking he'd be released. I put that on there just because I like it and I know it's around the corner. Has to be around the corner. It'd be funny if it was dropped tonight. Has to be around the corner. The show has started. We were late. It was all my fault. Who else do we have? So new music. He has left dubstep and gone industrial. Well, obviously, look, that's one of my favorite Tool songs, and yeah, it'll be scrubbed for people on the replay because otherwise, I'll get a copyright strike or whatever like that, or demonetized. Not really a copyright strike. Jambi, the bit where it really takes off, just like kind of the bass. That was terrible.
Yeah,
You know what
I know.
about. Tool fans know. Yeah, Tool fans know. That's all I needed. We got Vita. How you doing, Vita? Hello, community of collectors. Supergirl in hand. Modern Batman coming hopefully soon from Sideshow. Pre-ordered the very last Flash figure from Underground Figures and maybe the last one anywhere. Hardcore intro. Yeah, how that works, by the way, is YouTube will say you've been demonetized tomorrow, and then give me options to be like, do you want to just cut out that part or mute it? So I'll mute it. So if you're live, you get the actual intro, and yeah, and so on and so on. Who else do we got? Ian looks a bit like James Gunn with those glasses. Hey man, I'd say he's been called worse. One of our newest channel members.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Ryan Respect the Lore. He actually became a commander, and I have already added him to the outro. So his Respect the Lore handle, obviously, thank you, Ryan. Your Respect the Lore handle will be displayed at the end of all of the reviews and the pre-order previews, release reactions, live streams, and I'll show you that later on in a few moments. We got Jim Collector, channel member, panel member. We have Alan, the 6 Gallery. Have some kids, Jim. The hair will grey right off. Yeah. Great to see you, Alan, man. I hope we'll get you back on here ASAP. Alan, I saw a photo of a Batman on your Instagram. Did you get the Armory, Dark Knight Rises Armory? Let me know. Speaking of the Dark Knight Rises, we got Ryan Smith, who is a panel member as well. We got Mike Fela, or exclamation mark Mike. Who else we got? I want to make sure. We got Geo, the movie canon. How you doing, Geo? Ian is dropping the Pennywise balloons there. Angry Dog Hobby. I really need some Jungle Hunter and Endoskeleton 2.0. Yeah, where is that Jungle Hunter? I thought they would have announced that. Stanley, where is Jose and Eddie? I think they're working. They always get the link, Stanley, but people got to work, and I get that. I've been trying to quit them to quit their jobs, but they're just not biting. Yeah, Universal Key. Thanks very much here. You know what? We're going to answer this question from 12-inch Moose Stream really quickly, guys. Oscars. I know that Dune got Best Special Effects and Best Sound. Happy with that. We know that Denis Villeneuve was snubbed for Best Director. God knows why. I thought maybe they'd have a shot with cinematography, but I also have not seen all the other Best Picture nominees. And yeah, apart from that, that's all I really have to say, guys. Anything stand out to you about the Oscars, or did you watch it?
I think with trilogies, it's more likely to get recognised once they've completed the trilogy. Isn't that what happened with Lord of the Rings as well?
True. Yeah. True.
So
with the Return to King got Best Picture, I think.
Yeah, and I've heard the same for Wicked as well, because that didn't really win a lot, did it? And I think that was quite a high runner. I haven't seen it, but
do you know what was sick? The Dune 2 soundtrack was amazing, but they didn't even get nominated because there's because obviously it's the second installment in a potential trilogy. and some of the music was used in the first. There's an overlap between the first and the second. They have to hit a certain criteria of original music, and as it's thematic, they've used a lot of them already in Dune 1, so therefore they weren't even consideration for a nominee, which is disgusting because like
Such a
the
lame
main
technicality.
the main theme is absolutely beautiful for between Chani and Paul, but yeah, there you go.
INART was good though. I think it did deserve the praise.
I haven't seen it. I
Recommend
I need
it.
to watch.
It's solid.
I need to watch The Substance, and then I'll watch Nora as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. That was also amazing.
I think Dune and The Substance were the only films I was even like aware of for this Oscar season. So, but I enjoyed them both. But I couldn't say I really know anything about the other films. So
I think I only watched
I didn't
INART
pay-
because I caught one of Gio's streams about it, and I was like, oh, I've got to get on that.
Like I don't think the Oscars are the be all and end all or anything. Like it's not going to make me like a movie more if it gets Best Picture. But it's nice when the movie that you love anyway gets, Best Picture or whatever like that. But it doesn't make it. It doesn't really make you like it more or less. Like
See, for me, Shane, that hits the nail on the head for me because Kieran Culkin was perfect for his Oscar role. So I absolutely loved that he got that. So
what was he? Is that Macaulay's brother? Yeah.
yeah, Kieran.
And what
Kieran,
what was the movie that he won his Oscar for?
Oh Christ. Catch me now. So it was Jesse Eisenberg's movie. So
Right.
I
must actually give him a watch. The
and
Best Picture
it
nowadays.
was personal to them, and it felt like Kieran McCulkin was playing himself, and yeah, I thought it was phenomenal. That was the best that I saw today. So I really
I kind of
loved
want Vita to elaborate on this, or maybe we'll ask Jim when he comes back. Like, I wouldn't say Honora was that amazing, but I can see why Jim liked it.
She
Interesting.
likes that
Jim,
film.
Jim,
I don't
we're
know what
just-
she's on about.
What's the tell me what in a nicer way as possible? What is the subject matter of Honora?
It is about strippers, essentially.
Ah,
and,
right.
beyond. And it does have real strippers in it as well. It's like a big
No.
thing they made at the Oscars.
Practically a documentary.
Not helping my subject here.
yeah. I love
I
the way
like
Vita
realism in
watches as
film.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They went the
I like,
extra mile.
they're method
when they won the
actors.
Oscar.
They're method
Yeah.
actors.
Yeah.
God's
The
sake,
last 10
Jim.
years research.
That's people. That's someone's daughter. Rogue One Photography. Phil, who is a local legend around these parts, he's a channel member. He's a panel member. He is the owner of a coveted blue wrench. He's not joining us today. He is missed already, but I hope you're good, Phil. So wasn't as funny as I'd hope. Conan wasn't as funny as I'd hope. I'm a fan of his being into his I'm a fan of him.
I think he's saying
being
he's
into
been to
taping.
his live show several times.
Ah, right,
Yeah.
okay, grand. Most wins expect Dune 2 should have won for all it was nominated for, but I knew it wouldn't. Yeah, there is definitely a bit of snobbery associated with the Oscars, I do feel. What was I saying? There's something that I was gonna say there, and it's kind of slipping my mind there. Damn it, maybe it'll come. Bob, any thoughts on the Oscars?
No, to be honest, I did love The Substance. I need to see this in Aura by the sound of things, especially if it's got but
yeah. Jim,
and also-
you're selling it.
yeah, Mandy, she was on about it the other day as well and said I should watch it, so I'll look it up. But no, the Oscars, I enjoy watching some of the fashions, but I can quite happily watch the highlights of that, have a bit of a laugh and let them go, to be honest.
Gotcha. No, fair enough. Okay, so look, before I go through all the kind of basic stuff here like that, Tiny Art Guy Bob, have you watched the show before? You've watched the show before, haven't you? I think I've seen
I
your
have
name
watched
multiple
it before,
times.
yeah.
You can get us kicked off here. What do you want to start off the show with?
Is that Corky the cat?
It is indeed. Well, it's.
Felix?
I don't know.
It looks a
It
bit
might be.
like him, but
Well, we'll tell you what it is. It is this. I put in symbol for Catwoman, Max, Shrek, Batman Returns. Now I don't know if they gave me a derivative of it or what, but the reason I'm doing that is because I want to talk about not this, but this. So Jazz Inc have announced, or not announced, we know that Jazz Inc are doing a Catwoman. There's, I think, 5 different SKUs. There's the basic battle damage, the deluxe battle damage, the basic clean, the deluxe clean, and then the all-in set, which comes with all those things, and the Hell Here diorama. Look at that. I explained that and simplified it in 15 seconds. There was a lot of confusion when it first came out. This is a lovely box, and in it you'll have the battle damage versions, the premium versions, the deluxe versions, whatever, the Hell Here diorama, and clean and battle damage. Any thoughts on this? Is this something you're interested in, Bob? Do you mess around with Jazz Inc stuff, or
yeah, I bought their 22 Batmobile. This was one of the mistakes I made.
Oh right, so it's no longer
This
with
is
you.
one of the that looks bloody brilliant. I saw some great photographs of it. I wanted to pair it up with my Conundrum Man because I think he looks cool. So I bought it. And to be honest with you, within a week I regret it. And I sold it. And thankfully I managed to sell it before at fair price. I was happy to accept. So I like their work a lot, and every now and again I regret that I got rid of it. But I have pre-ordered the Catwoman, and I've pre-ordered the basic battle damaged.
And you're excited
That
about
will do for me. Yeah, I am excited. To be honest with you, I'm getting a bit bored of all this. I don't know. There's like forever checks. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? And always, I'm hoping it's not delaying them actually getting on and getting the figure out.
I get
I'm a
you.
bit impatient.
Yeah.
I've got to that age now where if I see something I like, I want it quick. I'm too old to want to wait 3 years for a figure.
I got you. Well, no, I see what you mean, because it's I saw this funny thing. I think it was Zach from Collecting Weekly. I have him on Facebook, and he shared this thing, and it said, this week, let me get this right. This week, 5 years ago, was the last normal week of our lives. And it was the week before the pandemic started. And it just made, I just went, but immediately I just went, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Half a decade of our lives just dissipated that quickly. Get busy living. So I 100% get what you mean. You don't want to wait 2 years for these things. You kind of want. Yeah, I get what he has to do it though. Do you know? It's. You know,
it's a sort of launch. I know they've made a figure before, but I think this is their first. I would say big competition piece against INART and Hot Toys, isn't it? I mean, it's such an important piece for them to get right. I don't know. Just get it out there. I don't know. Yeah. It's just me. I'm impatient.
So you have the basic battle damage on order then?
Basic battle damage. Yeah, I don't want the. I like the diorama, but I just want to get the figure.
Yeah, I just want to talk to Ian really quickly about this. Billy Big Balls there has the double 2-pack on order.
Fuck you, asshole.
I haven't actually ordered any of this stuff yet. It's still up for pre-order. You can still go up and pre-order. There's no, that window's still open. It was just, look, it's just the old money and space type thing. And I last year got 3 big ticket items. The INART Joaquin Phoenix Joker 4-pack. That's a bloody big ticket item. That's you really have to, you have to plan and think and save and all that kind of stuff. The module cases as well, which are, no regrets whatsoever, definitely worth it. Again, that's more or less the same price, big ticket item. And then of course the Jazz Inc 89. Thankfully they're all paid off. So maybe I'm ready to do some stupid stuff again. But I'm glad it's still up there if I do want to. But no, I haven't pulled the trigger on this at all yet. But sorry, Ian, you do have the 2-pack on order, don't you?
Yep, I do have this, but I'm not confident of I'm going to keep this. So
Really?
Yeah, like properly overall.
50% friends and family. You just send it over here to Ireland.
Don't do this. But if I was keeping 2-pack, this is the Venom one. So I love this. But I just don't want you looking at me anymore. So because this is like a proper thing for me. So I'm definitely wanting these 2-pack, but everything else I'm not sure. So don't know what to say about this anymore.
I'm not following you. You have this on order, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. 2-pack. It's been on order, on the payment plan. It's there. But
are you saying you're not going to hang on to it or something? I didn't. Did I misinterpret you?
Here's my thing. I've got a collection thing now that I'm wanting. Certain movie icon stuff, which this would fall into. And this, I'm not sure. So I don't know. I really don't know. And this is great figure. This is a great figure, but I just don't know, Shane. So
I think if this turns out amazing, you'll be, you'll be just like, no, they've done it. This is exactly what I needed. Yada yada. You know what I mean?
No, I'm actually not in that space. So
No?
I don't know.
Because I thought I thought this was one you were like mad hyped for.
Yep, it is. And I'm now thinking about space. So she will be on an iconic shelf, and she'll be on a Batman shelf, and we'll see what we can do.
I'm actually considering flying to Scotland and actually just checking your temperature. Are you okay? Do you need to talk?
Yeah, I feel an internal struggle here. That's the only reason why
telling you, man.
laughing.
Who is this guy and what has he done with Ian? I'm hoping he's just going to go, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a struggle because I want to share as an old school collector what you're going through. So I'm like, what do I do? So anyway, that's what it is. So
because I'm the opposite. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I suppose if you're guaranteed the way it would turn out like the prototype, I'd be a bit more inclined to go yeah. But I do want this. I do think it's going to be incredible, and it's not. I know it's DC. I get you, but it's not something that we see every day. We've been crying out for this, like, and the only thing is I know is as soon as I drop a pre-order and Hot Toys will announce theirs as well. So, I guess it's the, you know what, if I could have got the Hell Here diorama and then, like, swap out battle damage clean parts, I probably would have ordered already. But in order to get the Hell Here diorama, which I do want, I do have to get the 2-pack, and I don't know if the clean or the battle damage is the way to go, because I think they both look incredible and have their appeals. Calvin, Low-Key Collector, says, dudes, to both Shane and Ian, my wife said hello and was bummed to learn that she wouldn't see it next month. Man, I have tickets to Star Wars Celebration, but I cannot go to Japan next month. If anyone out there wants 2 adult 3-day passes to Star Wars Celebration, I am selling them. Getting close to game time now, but yeah, just like, if you know anyone, hit me up. They're 2 adult 3-day passes for the convention for Star Wars Celebration 2025 in Japan. Just, yeah, look, hit me up on Instagram and see if we can work something out. But just gonna address some of these chats. I'm passing on this Catwoman, too much for gamble free. Hope it works out for everyone to pick this up. My thoughts exactly, but I could see myself pulling the trigger here. Game time decision, as Mike would say. Do any of you guys have hesitation on ordering this figure due to this being the first? Yeah, I have a little bit. Like, Yost doesn't do things by halves. I think the 89 Batmobile and the Batwing and a lot of other stuff is absolutely stunning. So I do think he has a standard. Hopefully he keeps that standard for the figures, so in fairness. But maybe a bit of a hesitation there. So Stanley says, Ian, just keep buying. I don't think Stanley gives good advice. Who else am I looking at? I've dopoed this 2-pack. DX is the first figure, so if this is a fail, he can close his business. Yeah, I don't think he'll close his business even if this is a fail. But yeah. So we have got a super chat. Super chat from Rogue One Photography. Jesus Christ, Ian, change your glasses. That pair is making you talk gibberish. And the balloons perfectly timed. Shane, there's a resell option offered by Star Wars Celebration. That's how I got my money back on the London tickets when I found out I had to work. Interesting. See, I'm in a situation where the Spice Runner bought the tickets for me, and then I sent him the money, like, and it's all done, like, it's legit. He has my tickets, so I might actually touch base with him, seeing if he can do that. Because I remember the Star Wars Celebration website, because it was all in Japanese, it was kind of hard to navigate because you're kind of translating things with Google Translate or taking a photo or whatever, and I couldn't find like any sort of a translate to English option, but got there in the end. All right, so look, we're gonna, folks. Ian has ordered this and is kind of just maybe cautiously second guess himself. Would that be a way to describe it, Ian?
Maybe. Let's go.
I haven't ordered it yet. It's space and money, and I'm trying to make good decisions, but I do want it, and I know I'll be distraught if this comes out amazing and I haven't and I miss out. Bob has ordered the battle damaged regular version. What about Jim and Mike? Any interest in this?
It's not something that I'll be adding into my collection. Looks really good though. I'm confident that it'll probably turn out pretty well. I mean, he normally does pretty amazing vehicles, so I'm confident he can turn this around. But yeah, it's just not something that I would pick up.
Okay, good stuff. And finally, last but not least.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I don't need to have her in my collection, but I love the look of her right there. I think that's what I would go with. Except I wouldn't be able to get the hell here. I would just like that clean version. I think she looks fantastic. I like her in that, like, kind of fully realized, confident. It just suits the look of the material of the outfit and everything. I love it, but it's just not something I need now.
Gotcha. And the we all agree that the box art looks very professional and incredible, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just wish that hell here wasn't gate kept behind that 2-pack like that.
Yeah, man.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, you and me both. Because if it was like, if let's say it was like clean basic and you didn't get the hell here diorama, battle damage basic and you didn't get the hell here diorama, but then like for the deluxe versions it both came with it, and then they gave you something special for the 2-pack. Yeah, you know, then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to take the hit and get the battle damage one or get the clean one. At least I have the hell here diorama.
Absolutely.
37. Sorry, go on. Yeah.
What was it first?
Yeah, I think a lot of people did. 37 people watching live. Thank you very much. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It does really help grow the channel, support the channel. So, Mike, I'm talking to you. What you wanna select? If you just joined us, we've only done the bottom left-hand corner one.
Well, I want to light a fire under Ian's buttocks, so we'll go trash talk.
Okay, right. Okay, might not be exactly what you think.
Yes,
so
let's go.
Trash talk. Before the show, I messaged the group chat and I told Bob there just I wanted you to think of a movie that you think is a 5-star movie, a masterpiece, one that you absolutely love. And the reason is because like part of the Hope Show is that when we first started this, like I was really adamant that I wanted a show where people would have differing opinions, and if they think something shit, they think something shit, and no one gets all up and annoyed at them because they don't like the thing that they like. So I'm trying to spin this on your head. You picked it, Mike. So I have assigned numbers to everyone on the panel, including myself. Okay? So I've assigned numbers to everyone on the panel, including myself. So 1 to 5. So you pick a number and then I'll explain the task.
4.
Okay, so Ian was number 1, I was number 2, Jim was number 3, Bob was number 4, and Mike was number 5. So Bob, what I want you to do, what's the movie that you have in your head?
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh man, what a pick. Okay, so for 60 seconds, now I don't want you to aimlessly trash it. I want you to provide some constructive criticism about Shawshank Redemption. Okay? Do you want a bit of thinking time? And because I can go first, and I'll explain what I mean. I don't want you to just trash it and say like this is the worst film ever when we know it's not the worst film. I'm going to start off. So I'm obviously going to take The Dark Knight. All right. So I'm going to time myself. So now that you know the task, folks, I want you thinking about the movie that you have in your head, and think of how you can actually constructively criticize it. So because it's just, I think people get bent out of shape when you don't like the thing that they like, and everyone has a little cry for themselves. So I'm a massive Dark Knight fan. I do think it's a 5-star masterpiece. So for the next 1 minute, I'll tell you what's wrong with it. Okay, let's hit the nail on the head straight away. The voice. While I really, really liked the voice in the first movie, for example, Swear to Me, or They Rattled His Cage and all, I thought that worked fantastic because they gave him not that much dialogue. However, in The Dark Knight, he has too much dialogue as Batman. He's having full conversations. For example, not everyone is as ugly as you. Doesn't need to be done. Also, anytime he's speaking to Lucius Fox or someone that fucking knows he's Batman, he can just say, yeah, just use my Bruce Wayne voice maybe. So there's that. Okay, legitimate concerns. I would have done something with the voice, give him less dialogue, and I would just maybe mix the voice. He needs to work in voice. Okay, so that's one thing. Second thing, it was a bit off-putting, the fact I got no issue with Maggie Gyllenhaal. I know a lot of people are haters on Maggie Gyllenhaal. I personally don't have an issue with it. However, you went from Katie Holmes playing the same character then to Maggie Gyllenhaal, and for the first few minutes of the movie I was like, that's not Katie Holmes, what's the story here? And I gradually got over it. I don't care about the timer, I'm going, right? So there's that. The second thing then is, so it's a voice, there's the Maggie Gyllenhaal thing. I do find, as much as I love this movie, and I do think it's a 5-star masterpiece, no movie is perfect, and I do think that the last third of the movie, quarter to third, is a little bit rushed. Now, I think what they needed to do there to flesh out the Two-Face story, I think they needed another 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe there's deleted scenes out there that could have been added in, which would not only help the flow of the movie, yes, it would add another 10, 15 minutes to an already long movie, but let's face it, long movies, you get your value for money. I do think it needs an extra 10 to 15 minutes there. It would help the flow of the movie better, and maybe kind of glue together Two-Face's inevitable demise. So that's just some trash talk or constructive criticism on a movie that I absolutely love. No movie is perfect. So the whole point is that we're able to construct these things without getting bent out of shape. No, it wasn't so hard, was it, folks? Okay. No. Who wants to go next? Bob, you ready?
I don't think I'll ever be ready, so I'll get mine. I'm quite happy to give it a go.
Go for it.
So yeah, it is. Shawshank Redemption's easily my top movie. It is quite long. I personally think it could be a little bit longer. I'm quite happy with a 4-hour film if it requires it. I feel certainly towards the end, the bit where, if you like, the villains were held to account was all a bit too rushed, a bit too short. I would have liked to see the impact of like I can't remember his name, Clancy Brown's the actor, but the guy that only got carted off at the end. Mm-hmm. A lot of the scenes where the villains, I was thinking of, is it Biggs or Miggs that was the one that was assaulting Andy throughout the film? They
think
all
it was
kind of got their
Migs.
comeuppance, but their comeuppances were kind of off camera. They were all kind of Morgan Freeman saying, "And Miggs never walked again," or last time I saw Thingy getting carried off, he was crying, and because he knew he was going to prison. And I thought the governor shooting himself as well, it was just too easy. It was too much of an easy way out for him.
Sorry.
So for me, I like a nice gritty movie, and I like to see the grit. And I think it was kind of softened out, probably for a more public audience.
Okay, good stuff. All right.
So hopefully that's a minute up.
And that is a minute up, yeah. And actually, very hard thing to do, to criticize one of the greatest movies ever made. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. I'm not prepared for this, obviously, because we didn't know. So I chose what I thought was like a perfect film. Now I'm gonna try to come up with criticisms maybe I've heard. So my movie is Reservoir Dogs, and I chose it for I think it's perfect in its simplicity. But for that reason, it also sucks, right? There's no real action. There's one scene with Steve Buscemi running down the street. It's just a bunch of guys talking to each other. They're all wearing the same thing. Sometimes I can't tell who's who, and I don't want to remember characters based on colors. Okay, so it's just a bunch of chit chat, and nothing really happens. They get angry with each other. There's a British guy in it who's got a questionable accent at times with his American accent. At the end, you don't even know what happens. It goes black, and you're like, did Harvey Keitel take him out? What did he do? Did the cops get him first? It's just a bunch of questions. So, it's just a BS movie. It's crap. I don't know why anybody likes it. And there's no score. I don't want a bunch of crappy 70s songs no one knows. So, not a fan. Not a fan.
Do you know what these two boys have in common? Like, all the critiques you have, they're all things I love about those movies.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Me too.
Cheers, Mike. Thank you. It's actually hard to do, but
it is, yeah.
Who are we going with, Ian or Jim?
Go. I feel like Ian needs some time.
Just go. You go, right?
Yeah.
You go.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm not ready, to be fair. It's going to be disastrous. I chose Jurassic Park. I had no idea where this was going to go, so this is a proper curve bender. It doesn't follow the book at all. Well, it does. It follows strokes of the book, but it doesn't really follow the actual book that Michael Pritchard wrote, which is a bit of a shame because I think the actual book, story-wise, is a lot better than the movie. The premise of dinosaurs coming from frogs, I thought was a bit silly, as was from mosquitoes fossilized in amber. There could have been more deaths in the film. Oh, this is hard.
That's dark. There could have been more deaths.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see a darker Jurassic Park. The book is a lot darker than the movies, which are obviously more family orientated, which is why it's my favorite film, because it's obviously from my childhood. The T-Rex could have had more screen time, 100%. Would like to see more of that as well. How long have I been going for? I need some more time.
No, you're good. You've done
a
good job.
Wait, can I throw in a couple there? What about inaccurate dinosaurs, humongous velociraptors? Dinos had no feathers, and they didn't have enough colors, according to what we now know about dinosaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs with feathers, that's not the one.
I agree.
And velociraptors are like this big.
I feel that when you say things like that, I think of Tony Scott and what he said to the US Navy, so you had some actual pilots who would advise her, and he's like, yeah, we're going to do this, and the plane's going to like this, and they were like, yeah, well, when you're flying off an aircraft carrier, for example, there's a scene where it's like there's a camera underneath one of the bellies of the F-14s facing backwards, and they take off the aircraft character, and then the plane does a full 360 spin. They're like, yeah, you see, if you did that, the plane actually wouldn't have enough speed or lift, and you'd end up in the sea.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't tell you how to fly your fucking planes. You don't tell me how to direct a movie. Like, you know what I mean? Which I actually love that, because it's like, it's not a documentary you're making, guys. It has to be a bit whatever. But
hell yeah, exactly.
That's
creative
funny,
liberty. Yep.
You've triggered Geo. Ian, what are you going to tear apart?
How did I know?
Nothing. So, what?
Hello? What are you going to constructively criticize?
Nothing. Right.
Ian, hello.
What?
Okay. don't say this. This is right. This is right. Okay. Right. Let's go. So.
I feel like Ian's been drinking since 2 o'clock.
If I could do a
right?
Scottish accent, I'd have jumped in by now. Ian, did
He's
you
just
choose
down
like
my
a
bottle.
did you choose like a
I'm
family
so
like
fucking
birth of a
tired,
child film? And yeah.
I'm so fucking tired, and you put me on here. Right. So let's go. So,
What movie are you going to criticize?
oh my god, motherfuckers! So, listen, guys, I'm so fucking tired today. So.
You just don't want to criticize. What was the movie you're thinking about?
There was no movie. I would
You named a couple in the chat, Ian. You can use one of those if you want.
listen. I had proper nice movie. You would have been good. It would have been good. This thing would have been good, but now I'm struggling here. So sorry, guys. But however, right. In fact, hold on.
We've been holding on for about 10 minutes.
Oh, listen, I'm so
Take your
tired.
time.
All right, we're going to. Ian needs some thinking time, I think.
Take your
So-
time, Ian.
I'm so fucking
Ian,
tired.
which one do you want
I'm
to talk
so
about now?
fucking tired. Right. So, let's go. Are we on that? Somebody's lost, right?
What?
So, we. I'm sorry, I'm so fucking tired. It's so bad. Right. So, we are here and there's no death here. It's like we are here and it's done. And
What are you talking about, man?
Ah,
We're here and no one.
dude, honestly, I'm so fucking tired. So,
Okay, no, we know you're tired. Like, but do you want to?
I was so happy like doing this movie show and all that, and I was so tired, and I'm fucked. So, just being honest, boys. So, you know,
Do you want to? Will we go to Jim and then come back to you maybe or something?
you can go.
Okay, Jim, what do you want to talk about?
Let's do Snap.
All right, cool.
Sorry.
Good choice, Jim.
Thanks.
All right, so
Thanks,
where do
Bob.
we have Snap? Right. Okay. Right. So if it's your first time watching the Hope Show, so what we do is we pick 2 items and then you have to choose which one of them gets like snapped out of existence forever. All right. So this one here, we're gonna start off. So what I've done with this is. The theme of these 3, the snap this week, is potential figures that Hot Toys or INART or someone can give us, but you can only get one of them. Okay, so you can pick on the left. You can pick Sarah Connor from Terminator, or you can pick Sarah Connor from Terminator 2. For example, I'd be happy with either of these, to be honest, because they're both incredible movies. But I would get rid of. I'd have to pick T2 over or T1, the T2 look, because it's a better looking figure. It's more aesthetic. I think it's more striking. Her with the glasses and the tank top and the guns and stuff like this. You know, before she goes on that mission and stuff like that. So I would personally snap Sarah Connor on the left. So, what do you think, guys?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you've got civilian versus woman out for vengeance, right? Pretty easy choice. I'd snap Sarah from T1.
Okay, cool. Jim?
Yeah, I totally have to agree. Definitely snap Sarah from T1. This might be a bit more relatable, but I think what they did with her character in T2 was absolutely fantastic. And it's definitely one of the highlights of that film, I thought.
Yeah, okay. And what do you think, Bob?
I've got to agree with the chaps. I think as a character, my heart goes left because it was just the first. I'm a bit older, maybe, but I mean, I can never imagine the Sarah Connor on the left making a quality hot toy figure.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd ever get their hair right. And
Yeah,
with the costume she wore as well, I think it'd be very difficult not to make her just look like a Cindy doll or a Barbie doll.
yeah.
Just too soft.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The as in, depending on what day of the week you ask me, I'll tell you I prefer Terminator 1 or Terminator 2 because Terminator 1 was really a horror sci-fi, and then Terminator 2 is just straight up action sci-fi, and they're both incredible groundbreaking movies in their own right. But just for this point, what would I rather? If I could only have one, I'd have to go with the Terminator 2 look from the second movie, to be honest. But yeah, so we're all in unanimous decision there. This one is a bit more difficult. Mike, you're going to go first because it's just for you. I think Hot Toys are going to do one of these.
Thanks.
Which one though are you going to snap out of existence? Now let's say they're both artists and you can only have one. Do you want the look from the Nostromo from 1979, or do you want to have the Aliens look with the pulse rifle and all the trimmings?
Yes, maybe for the same reason as I said with Sarah. There's just a little bit more to her in the second film. Although I love the jumpsuit look in the first one. Yeah, I would snap Alien. But I love Sigourney. I'll take any figure, any 7-inch figure, quarter scale, 6 scale, whatever. She's great.
Absolutely. Just want to very quickly address some of these chats here. So we got Beat Triple G. Hey all. Hey, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. I hope you're enjoying the show. We got Hot Toys Collector saying snap left. We got Mike Fowler saying snap Terminator 1. We got Stanley saying snap T1. Jose says don't tell Shane. You said that he might never invite you back to the show, Jim Collector. What was that, Jim Collector?
Oh, I may have made a comment on, I think it's one of Geo's streams, just saying that I thought Inception was overrated slightly. I said it was a good film, but slightly overrated. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know, just.
I don't think it's overrated, but you can still come back to the show, and I like the way I said this to you before. I like the way
He likes to rib me on it.
This is the whole point, though. This is the whole point. We need the differing viewpoints. Like, you know what I mean? I like that. Like Jose is of the opinion that I'm going to get a Darth Maul, and like I'm not of the opinion.
I would back Jose on that. I think you should.
Yeah, get out of town. Now you're not invited back. What about yourself? So Mike, did you? Or Mike is gone. We'll get him back. So, personally, here this is a tricky one, but I would have to snap the chances of getting an Artisan Ripley from 1979 Alien, and keep the Aliens version. That's the one I'd want to have. What about yourself, Bob?
Without a doubt, I'd have to snap Aliens. Alien is just it's right up there with Shawshank Redemption for me. I've watched probably Alien
Bob.
almost as many times as I've watched Jaws, so it's just iconic in my head, and I love the jumpsuit look, so I have to keep that one.
There's again, it's the same thing. Like you could ask me like on a Monday, what do I prefer, Alien or Aliens? And I could give you a different answer by Tuesday. So yeah,
Same here.
So would you get rid of? So I would actually, if I did own a figure of one of these, I'd probably have to snap the Alien version and keep the Aliens. Bob, you're doing the opposite. Jim, are you doing the opposite too? You keeping Alien?
Oh yeah, I definitely keep Alien. I think Ripley's character's almost better in Alien, to be honest. I like how she's kind of put across. She's a bit like Shaw in Prometheus, but played as eventually the heroine, whereas she's played as a bit of a, I wouldn't say villain, but a negative persona for sure. So no, I definitely gonna snap Aliens and keep Alien. This like Jurassic Park, Alien, two like toss them between each other. Two of my favorite films. Love them.
Good stuff. Two great movies. What about yourself then, Mike? This is a tricky one for you.
With these two, I said that I would snap Alien. Unless I missed the question, I'm sorry. I had to take a phone call. Was it between her or Sarah? Was that the question?
No, as in like, for this one here, it's like you have to snap. Like, let's say these are all figures. Let's say in a world where Hot Toys are actually going to make some of these, but you can only have one of them. Let's say they're both artisan. Would you snap, get rid of the Alien version on the left, or would you get rid of the Aliens version on the right?
Oh, yeah. No, I went first, so that's why I thought maybe you asked the second.
Sorry.
No, that's
sorry.
right. I thought you had asked. I was
trying to keep an eye on the chat.
No, I hear you. Like I said, I love them both. I love the jumpsuit look from the first film, but I think the second film allows you to go a little bit further. You could throw more aliens in there with her, maybe a power loader in the future. She's got more accessories. So as a figure, I would keep her and snap Alien.
Okay. Last but not least, this is an easy one for me, folks. As much as I like Blade Runner, if I have a choice between getting a licensed Kyle Reese, I would, I got to snap Deckard from Blade Runner here and keep the Kyle Reese. What about yourself, Jim?
Sorry, you said you'd snap Kyle Reese.
No, Deckard and keep Kyle Reese.
Oh, fair enough. I'd keep Deckard. For me.
Okay. Mike?
Trench coat v trench coat. I see what you've done here. I would snap Deckard as well. I would keep Kyle.
And then Bob?
I keep Deckard, snap Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
We're evenly split this evening. It's nice. I like it.
Absolutely. All right, let's go back. Look, we're going to talk about a figure, folks. We'll just get this done and dusted. So let's have a look at this Red Hulk. So, all right. Okay, I'm just going to get my opinion out of the way really, really quickly. I thought this movie was awful. So no matter how good this figure was, like I know that I appreciate both head sculpts are there, and they both have separate rolling eyeballs, and they both look good. No matter how good this movie was, or no matter how good the movie was, awful. But even if it was good, and this particular figure was incredible, if it was like the head sculpts are good or better than they actually are, and if the it was fully seamless and they didn't have the seamless seams at the shoulders or seams at the knees, and they had a decent base and stuff like that, there's still no way I would have got it. It's just not a character that I'm interested in. I don't even particularly need the green version of the Hulk, so my opinion probably isn't valid because I was never going to get it anyway. Okay, I can recognize that the head sculpts are good. The likenesses are good, the expressions are good, the teeth are good, the separate rolling eyeballs. I could probably get over the shoulders if I really wanted to, but the knee joints they're pretty damn bad. But so look, this is definitely not for me. So anyone else, you guys want to chime in on this there?
I haven't seen the film yet, so I can't judge based on that. I mean, like you said, the head sculpts look really good. That hair sculpt is phenomenal. I mean, every time we see a hair sculpt now, I'm just like, look at that. To start collecting the toupees instead of the actual figure. I think the shins are a bit disappointing. Like, I was surprised. I haven't owned a Hulk, so I didn't realize they were on the previous versions, but I was a bit surprised they were even there, to be honest. Especially considering we've had 21 inches of Venom now, so they've done larger bodies with seamless legs. I'm a bit surprised they couldn't do it with this one as well. But not everyone loves seamless, because it degrades over time. Potentially, we don't know with the newer ones, I guess. But for me, it's a bit of an eyesore, which is a shame. But I'm not getting this. Just to throw that out there.
Yeah, I agree with everything you guys have said.
Not gonna get it.
I haven't seen the movie yet. I've been trying to see it, but with kids and work and all that stuff, I just haven't been able to get out. The shins are probably the biggest issue for me, and then also not Hot Toys' fault, but I don't really like the design of it, the way they designed his face. The sculpts are great, but I like how for the first time with Mark Ruffalo, we actually got a Hulk face with some indication of who the actor was playing him. Like the first two versions, you couldn't really see Eric Bana or what's his name? Well, with Ruffalo, Edward Norton. They were just generic green guys, but Ruffalo, you really could see him there, but he had very Hulk-like features. This one, I like this sculpt better than the other one because he's looks more like the Hulk. The prior one, he just looks like Harrison Ford with red paint. So I just wish Disney or Marvel designed him differently. But I think Hot Toys did a fantastic job. I've heard people say the eyes could be more red. I didn't see the film, so I don't know, but the chest hair should be.
They're pretty red. They're pretty red in the movie. Like, to be fair, like, you know. So
I feel like the chest hair should have some color on it. It's just kind of like molded in there. It looks a little strange. The shins. Yeah, but
just the movie was just so forgettable that I'm like. I remember when the tease of this showed up, and I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm getting that. Like, no matter how good it is, and then the movie is just like. So it was like, you know, look, if you're watching this and you love it, like, you know, more power to you. We just criticized some of our own favorite movies earlier on, so it's like, yeah.
I think, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think
Phil.
It's great. There's a lot to like. But...
Hey,
Phil.
How are you doing, gents? You good?
Good.
Story.
Phil.
Been busy.
No problem.
School
Good to see you.
projects.
What's
What was
that?
So we've got
School project?
Yeah, we've got
What is it?
the Ice Steadwood. So that's
Cool.
oh wow,
Cool.
that's awesome.
That's cool.
It is cool.
Good stuff.
Principality Stadium.
Excellent stuff.
Finish. Well, my wife finished it tonight. She's the artistic one.
You supervised.
Yeah.
You supervised.
Exactly. Yeah. So apologies for the
Executive producer.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think of this film?
Terrible. I mean, I don't mind
Head sculpt's good,
sculpt,
though.
it's just everything else. Yeah, everything else, the joints, and I still haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't want to weigh into it. But I thought we would have had the new Falcon. Surprised that hasn't been.
Didn't they announce the Falcon? Or not the Falcon? I get actual new Falcon.
Yeah.
I found that character particularly annoying, and I liked the actor. I think he was in Maverick, and I liked him in Maverick, but the script he was dealt with was just like, oh man, it's real cheesy comic relief. I wasn't a fan, but yeah, I think that they just look like big toys, and I know it's hot toys, but like, I think the definition of toy is something that you actually play with, like, and like, let's face it, like, these things, like, you know, you get them, you pose them up, you know, they're delicate, they're to be displayed more than anything. Yes, people do cool poses and cool photography with them, but essentially, like, you know, they're not for people like actually kids and playing and stuff like this. Whereas this thing that I'm looking at looks like it could be.
Looks like a big Stretch Armstrong sort of.
Yeah,
thing,
exactly. It could be in Toys R Us or whatever like that, and you know, $50. So yeah, I and there's no base. That's weird, isn't it? That is weird.
I don't know. What did the prior Hulks have? Did they have a base?
No, I don't think they do.
No.
So maybe it's consistent.
I like if they're giving a Thanos a really cool rock base. They could have given this guy, as in, I know everyone said this, you know, a few rocks, a broken street, some cherry blossoms, and a broken cap shield, whatever. You know, but, anyone want to talk about this? Anyone actually going to get this? Anyone interested before we move on? Or
I mean, I was intrigued when the initial announcement came along, because obviously there was no head sculpt at the time, and to be fair, I think the head sculpt does look pretty good, but
it does.
Outside of that, no, I wouldn't have interest.
All right, so seeing as you're just joining us there, we've done trash talk.
I listened in on that. That was really good. Yeah, I like that.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just like then
caught everybody off guard, and it caught me off guard. I was only watching.
yeah. You're like, why are they giving out about these amazing movies? So we've done the snap, and we've discussed the cat in the bottom left, which was the packaging for the Jazz Inc 2-pack Catwoman. We did trash talk, obviously, and spoke about Red Hulk. What you want to talk about, Phil?
I quite enjoy the Stilgar stills. We haven't done Stilgar
let's
stills.
do. Let's get them ready. I actually went. I remember last week one of them was Benjamin Button. Had a good weekend of movies. On Thursday night, watched Small Things Like These, the Cillian Murphy Irish movie. Well worth a watch. Slow, very slow. Well worth a watch. Then rewatched Benjamin Button. I'd watched that movie, I'd say maybe 15 years ago. And I remember really liking it. I do like David Fincher, and I do think Brad Pitt's very good in it. But Megan never seen it. We watched it, and just I've forgotten how. I knew it was sad, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm older. I found it really, really sad. And just like, you know, that kind of living in the moment type of thing, and very good. And then I watched the Elvis movie on Saturday night. So it was kind of a good weekend.
I don't think I've ever seen Benjamin Button. I always remember.
It's a really good film.
Quite enjoyed Meet Joe Black, was it? That was Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah.
I
growing up, I always thought, Brad Pitt, he's just a pretty boy. He's just famous because he's handsome. Like, and I presume, look, obviously that was a catalyst. But then I saw Fight Club and Snatch, and I was like, okay, this guy's got the chops. Like, he's got the acting chops. It's just really cool. And then he was very good in Meet Joe Black, and then a lot of things I've seen him since. So like, he kind of won me over. But yeah, it's worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch. The long movie. It's about 2:42.
Yeah.
All right.
7 too. He was great.
Oh, 7. And David Fincher as well.
Yeah.
I only copped. I know that Fincher used him in Fight Club and 7. I'd forgotten that Benjamin Button was actually Fincher as well. So
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay, what's this?
Oh, I recognise.
Is this Eternals?
No, this is The Crow, the new version. No, it's
Get. Anything's possible.
That was an unfortunate film.
So, if you're just joining us, folks, the chat, you can help out. You're all working together with the panel and the chat to figure out what movie this particular screenshot or still is taken from.
Is it these? It's not. No, it's not.
I see someone in the chat already has it.
Dune, is it? No.
No.
Nah.
Days of Future Past.
It is Days of Future Past. The fact checker
Is
has
it?
it there, guys. Yeah,
Wow.
it is Days of Future Past.
Man, I haven't seen that one in a while.
It's a good watch.
It is,
And
yeah.
Field of Burn had it as well, yeah.
That's right. They're the
Sentinel.
future
Yeah.
Sentinels, yeah. Mm.
I forgot about that.
And number 2.
Elysium?
Oh no.
Good guess. Good
Ooh,
guess, but
yeah.
no.
Is it
Great
the
guess.
creator?
It is the creator. Good
I've
stuff.
seen
This
that.
is the creator. Good
Yeah.
stuff. I
That's a good
thought
film.
that movie was overrated.
I like that.
Like,
Yeah, it
I
was.
heard people hyping it up, and then I watched it and I was like, okay, this is not a bad movie. This is like, at best, 3 stars, but it's nothing I would recommend and go, God, you have to watch this. It's just like a very science fiction movie that pretty much chugs down the tracks from A to B and does the job. Like, you know.
That's why you don't really hear about it anymore.
That's The Martian, isn't it?
That is The Martian. Good stuff. That's a good movie.
Nice.
Good book too. Good book. Well worth reading. I was at this
Have you
place.
seen
this
The Figure?
Wadi Rum.
It's the
Pardon?
Has anyone actually seen The Figure? There's a 12-inch figure, isn't there? Of this by
Yeah,
a
there is.
third
I've seen the
party. It's
prototype.
like if anyone's
Third party, isn't it?
Seen it? Yeah. Just wondered if anyone's had it in hand. Wonder what it's like. 'Cause it's
Haven't
dirt-
had in hand.
but-
That's 12-inch move stream. He's bound to have had it in hand at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more than likely. More than likely. He's in the chat as well. You can ask him. 12-inch Moose Stream, what's this like in hand? All right, that was quick, folks. Did good there. All right, so Jim, what you want to discuss?
I feel like we should probably do another figure because we've been doing this
Probably
quite long.
should.
We've been chatting about
Probably should.
two of them.
Probably should.
Should we do Venom?
Yes, why not? So share this tab, and we got this. Okay, so I'll just get my take out of the way really, really quickly. I have absolutely no interest in this. I didn't know that there was a thing called H in Venom up until about 5 days ago when this thing went up for pre-order. I don't like the aesthetic in this. I've absolutely no interest, and this is a week where I have no interest in any of the announcements and the releases, and I love weeks like that because this is an expensive hobby. However, from listening to streams, I love this guy's story. So correct me if I'm wrong, but this guy is Flash Thompson. I don't know, is Thompson his second name? Did I just make that up?
Yes. No,
No, I
you're
think
right.
that is it.
So Spider-Man's bully who doesn't like him but secretly loves Spider-Man, just doesn't like Peter Parker, and then he idolizes Spider-Man. He gets inspired to be a hero. He joins the military. He's involved in like an accident or violence, whatever, and he ends up being paraplegic and not being able to walk. But the military have the symbiote. They add the symbiote to him and say, "Here's the deal. We can give you the symbiote. You'll be able to walk again and carry out missions and stuff. You can still fulfill your duties." But I love this part that he can only have the symbiote for like, I think it's a period about 48 hours, something like that, because it starts to take him over. I love that. I think that's so interesting, and I can see why the comic book heads are absolutely hyped about it. But look, aesthetically, I've no connection to this, even though I find the story really, really interesting. This is not for me. I'm out on this, Jim.
I'm so glad you explained the backstory, because that was going to be my first question, because I have no idea who this is. But I like that the comic books have all of these really interesting kind of backstories for characters that aren't really in the forefronts of our minds. You dive into it.
100%.
Oh,
what I've just described
amazing
is
story.
better than any MCU TV show. Basically, since
It's like when I found out about Flashpoint Batman. I believe that's the one where it's Thomas Wayne, isn't it? Not Bruce Wayne. They flip the script on the head, and Bruce Wayne's wife gets killed, and he becomes Batman. I thought that was such an interesting switch on the scripts there. I thought that was quite nice. To the
Jeffrey
figure,
Dean Morgan also. Jeffrey Dean
Yes.
Morgan. That's who you want for that.
Every time I see
Absolutely.
him playing as Thomas Wayne, I'm like, oh my god.
And that would have been a great setup in the Snyderverse,
That would have been quite fun to watch.
Yeah.
Anyway, figure wise, I quite like it. I think it looks pretty cool. Apart from the mask, I don't like the mask too much. The mask gives me kind of Madam Web vibes with that design, but the rest of it I really do like. I think it looks pretty gnarly. It reminds me of when I used to collect McFarlane figures back in the day. I think that's why I kind of get that nostalgic feel for it. I'm a bit like, oh, this looks so cool.
Yep.
There's no way in hell I'm getting this, just because I've gone past that point of Hot Toys collecting now, where I'm like, I see it, I like it, I'm gonna get it, because inevitably it always gets sold. So I've matured beyond that part of the process, shall we say? But it does look pretty gnarly. I like it.
Just I have something really quickly for Shiny and for Jose.
Fuck you, asshole.
So I won't be getting. So contrary to popular opinion, I won't be getting a Maul. So also.
The Uzi 9mm.
No reason, just what a scene, Yeah, I love you, Jose, but no, it's definitely not happening. Bob, what do you think? Did you know this was the thing before it actually got announced, or give us your thoughts on this? Feel free to direct me to any pictures that. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I had the Carnage figure for a while. That was another one that went. I think it's a really cool figure. I'd love to know sort of what it's made of. Is it sort of made of the same stuff as like the Venom and because I think the armor looks like it's almost made of the same stuff. It's kind of got that Ripley symbiotic feel, I guess. But one of the pictures reminds me of Groot. You know, the latest Groot figure where he's got all the 6 or 7 arms running out. But I think
this one. No.
Yeah, there's another one as well. But it's the same principle. But I mean, you can have a great fun posing this, aren't you? If this is your bag, I think the amount of fun you can have posing this character. But no, it's not for me. Not for me.
Do you know who it could be? It could be for this guy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
what's up, man? Sorry, I sent you the link a bit late. Thanks for joining in.
Oh, that's all right, dude. I just the tech just left. My internet is back running and good. Got a new modem and I'm set, dude.
Good stuff. You sound crystal clear anyway, so crystal clear enough to tell us about what you think about this guy.
I think this guy is fantastic. I love this dude. I'm not getting him. He's not for me, but man, is that a cool figure. Dude,
look at you showing restraint.
That's the most America figure on the market right now. This guy's got all the guns and he can use them all at once. Bro, come on now. That's pretty sick.
He does look like he's from Texas, all right, yeah.
Dude, for real. For real. But I mean, you know, he ain't got nothing on this guy though.
Yeah. So, anyone else? Is anyone actually picking this up? Like, obviously, I'm out. This was one of those weeks of like, thank God for weeks like this when the announcements and the releases
If
have
this
no
went
connection.
really low in the bargain bin, I would consider it because I don't know. I just really like the design of this, and I'd never heard of him until about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think Marvel Legends or somebody had just announced or released it. So I never knew there was an Agent Venom, but when I saw this, I thought this is pretty cool. But if I could pick him up for like 120 quid, then maybe
Yeah, I'm with you. If I could get him on a deep discount, I would. I think he's the most McFarlane 7-inch 6-scale figure I've ever seen in a good way. I mean,
very Spawn.
Very Spawn. And when we talk about these Hot Toys not really being action figures, but more like posable statues, like this is the most action figure Hot Toy I think I've ever seen. And it looks fantastic, but I just have no connection to him. But I like him.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Anyone else have any opinion they want to weigh in or? So Dave just has to reboot the internet there. Yeah. Look, anyone like this is a day one or anyone ordered it, I presume this is a no. All right. Okay. So let's take a look at what else there is to talk about then. Mike, go on. You choose, Mike.
Let's go with let's do the face-off.
Okay.
Nice.
We can't.
Oh
yeah.
shoot.
You know
Right.
the questions.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, in that case, let's go with the Flash.
Okay, so we'll do the Flash. We'll look new this week, and then we'll call it a day / night. Slow week. All right, so the Flash. You can bring us out on this one there. What do you think of it?
Start us off on the Flash.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I love the Snyder trilogy and everything, and I actually think they did a great job with him in that and the Snyder cut. But I don't own a Flash figure, and this one isn't for me either. The movie is a little bit better than I think maybe some people give it credit for, although I'm not a huge fan of it. As far as the figure, though, I don't like how thick they made the suit. And I was wondering if they had to make it that thick because it's got a lot of... I don't think those are printed. I think there's like some cuts in the material, or maybe they're printed. I don't know. I'm trying to give Hot Toys a benefit of the doubt as to why that suit's so thick, because although Ezra can't run, it's a shame your figure can't run. Because any motion that you give him bunches that suit up, and it just looks so ugly. So you want to put him in more of a museum pose, which is unfortunate for the Flash, right? So that's a kind of a miss. I think the head sculpt looks much softer than the prototype. Even the hair is different. Like that just does not look like 2025 Hot Toys to me. So
I remember this head sculpt being very strong, and this is actually the first time I'm looking at these. I've heard people talk about this on different live streams, but a lot of the time I'm just listening. I'm not actually watching the live stream. So the hair looks pretty soft, and I can see the likeness to Ezra there, obviously, but compared to the prototype, I remember the prototype being really, really strong.
I think this is the weakest of the four we got from the film. That's just what I think about it. But yeah, man, I'm like, we always say I'm happy for those that are excited for it. But even look at on the elbows there. Like even when he's just standing there, again, they might have posed the crap out of it and took this picture last, but it's really bunched up. And this suit was very form fitting in the film. So,
and like, but think of all the ladies you'd get if you had that special edition Flash ring. You'd be so cool.
That is true. And I can keep the suit in the ring, So
yeah, it's so funny, like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's to me this is an unfortunate miss by Hot Toys, but yeah, that just looks awkward. I mean, almost every pose looks awkward to me.
Yeah, that base isn't really fit for that kind of figure either. I don't think he needs a bit more like space to like do any sort of running pose, even if you wanted to push it that far.
It would have
He's got that tiny little round one. Yeah.
Right. Like if they had given him a base that had like something a little bit longer in the back, like he's kind of taken off.
Like you could have just done like a road. That would be cool. Sure. Like a rectangular strip for a road.
I do like the theme though of these bases. You know, if you have all 4 figures, it's going to look pretty badass having them all lit up like that. But yeah, I do agree with you. But that's the best pose. What the hell?
I was literally just about to say it. That's the best. He's called the stand. Like he's just like it's. I mean, that is unfortunately the best he looks out of all. I've literally not looked at these photos because, look, I'm the opposite, Mike. I'm not a DCU fan. I only went to see this movie for Keaton. I enjoyed the Keaton scenes. I enjoyed 3 things about this movie. I enjoyed the scenes with Keaton. I thought Sasha Kaye did a great job. And as much as this guy has done some questionable things off in his personal life, his acting, especially the scenes with him and his mom, were really poignant and really, really good. His acting was on point, and I felt anyway. But I literally had no interest in looking at these photos at all. I heard people giving out about the wrinkling, and now I see what they mean. I understand. People would say, yeah, but it's fabric. I get that, but it looks really, really obvious. And you know where I stand on these effects. I just think, no. That's the best. That's the best he looks at. He's just standing there doing nothing.
Yeah.
He's vibrating through space and time right there.
That's true. He's
you just can't see it. He's just going so fast.
You know what? Maybe maybe he's actually running so fast. He's doing laps of the Earth, but like he's just going so fast it looks like he's not even leaving. So I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe that's absolute stress.
You need that imagination with this figure.
Yeah. This is the flush. No, it wouldn't be for me. No. God no. I think the Supergirl's will be the best looking out of all the figures here. Well, there's a stupid statement. I mean, the best looking figure out of all. I think it turned out the best, and as well because the prototype was met with a lot of hate, and they definitely improved it and made it look a bit more like Sasha Kaye.
She looks awesome. You could make an argument for Keaton too, though. That sculpt I think is pretty great. I don't have it in hand yet, but
I remember people being hyped for that modern suit Keaton.
Yeah,
Batman, before it came out. I haven't really heard much about it since it released. It looks alright.
This pose here, he looks like he's gone camping and he's got caught short and he's taking a shit. I'm just gonna be honest. Like this is literally what it looks like. He's crouched by a bush and he's just looking to see if anyone is looking. Like so.
Oh my god! I'd like to put the other faceplate where he's like, like that kind of.
Yeah. So,
yeah. What a bummer, man. Yeah, but we.
Excellent choice of words. Yeah. So, is anyone actually getting this?
No.
Nah.
But even like you're a DCU guy, do you have any intention of getting this, Mike?
I actually hate the DCEU. I just like Snyder's 3 films. I think everything outside of it is crap. Yeah, but like I said, I think he was great in the Snyder cut. But I don't need him as a figure.
Jose, I think we're good. I think I'm actually gonna. I really appreciate the offer, man. But I think we're gonna after this one, after new, we're just gonna call it. I'm kind of getting tired now. I just kind of want to just hit the hay. But I appreciate that, man. I really do. Thanks, Jose. So, does anyone have anything to say about this?
Looks better than the movie.
I just think it's a shame. I think they could have made it a really good character. He's just picked one size up on the costumes, isn't he?
Yeah. What do you guys think? Because we've seen Spider-Man, we've seen plenty of characters that look better with a suit like this. So I don't know what happened here.
It's kind of like when I've been looking at this pair of shoes for like a few weeks. You're like, yeah, I'm definitely I get paid today. I'm going to get them today. And you've tried them on. They're on your size. Or you go in, they're like, your size is sold out. And it's like, oh, they got the half size up.
Make it work.
I'm going to chance it, and then you realize after about a week, you're like, I look like I'm wearing canoes. This is not going to work. So
thick socks is cutting it.
Yeah, thick socks is not cutting it. Absolutely. So, we're going to finish up with. Did anyone get anything new this week?
Yes.
No.
I got I got the ARF Trooper with the ATRT.
Ooh.
Man, that thing is awesome.
Spicy.
Oh my god! I don't know if you guys have have it. Anybody on the panel?
Is that the one that collapses, or is it no? This the speeder bike one.
No, it's the chicken walker.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool, very
Oh
cool.
man, fantastic paint. Just very like stiff. Not too stiff that you can't articulate it, but like really supportive of the figure on top. Yeah, it's just beautifully done. Great engineering on that.
The legs quite heavy, Mike. Are they? Is it very sturdy?
Very, very sturdy. It really is, and the design of them helps too because they were designed in the animation and the film with really large feet. So, in figure form, and Hot Toys made it work with some really great ratchet joints. So those two, the Trooper and the Walker, excellent. And I also got the Flash Fleck, I call him, the one you just had on the screen there. And I didn't like him in the movie, but he's Batman, and I've got kind of a Batman armory thing going on, so I wanted to include that suit. And I think he's great as a figure, and I can't wait to put the better mouth plate in there when I get the 2.0, because that's going to fit in there. So you'll actually have Affleck's face. So yeah, I got those two. And I got like the Range Trooper. I got a couple others. It's been a little while since I've been on the show, but a few things hit last week.
Cool, good stuff. Anyone else get anything new?
Yeah, I'm so ready for this right now. Oh man. So I'll start with this. I got this over the weekend. This fun little guy right here, doing some world building with my.
That's cool. I want one of them.
Dude, this thing, it has a chain, bro.
I'm gonna wear that chain to work.
I was wearing this thing, and this thing is loud and it sounds good.
It's Bluetooth connectivity, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
very cool.
This thing is sick.
Cool.
It's got rabbit ears that pull out and extend. They're kind of fragile, so I don't really do it. But man, this thing is dope. But aside from that,
they're new. It's a new wave,
like,
yeah. New wave.
Yeah, it was only like $40 from Amazon. Amazon has them right now.
Because I was looking for a reason to buy one of those, and like,
dude, do it. Do it.
I was also looking for a reason to buy Miles from the Spider. I was thinking about what would actually work well with him, and Miles with the casual look with all. I love all the layers and stuff like that.
Dude,
and I think that would look really, because he's a graffiti artist. That would look very cool.
This thing is so perfect.
Yeah. But then I have.
It's got a working knob for volume. Yeah. It's you gotta really want it, but it works. Yeah. It's tiny.
X-Men. You just reminded me. I was at Toy Fair on Saturday, and they had the 6-scale arcade. Like they had a whole booth where you can, and it was like it was covered too, so it was lit. It was dimly lit. It was dark in there.
Oh, I gotta look it up. I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, they had the arcade carpeting. That like multicolor kind of arcade carpeting.
Yeah.
And wall to wall, all the different 6-scale arcades that they offer. And I ran through all the figures I have in my head. I was like, what figure do I have I could put with an arcade? And I really don't have anything. But maybe if they make some 6-scale turtles, that would be fun. So 6-scale arcades.
Those are sick.
Yeah.
Well, see, speaking of arcades, I also got Zoltar today. He came in just like an hour ago.
This is new wave as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's dude, this thing is so awesome.
That's great.
Yeah. It's so awesome.
Today is your lucky day, my friend, for I have a fortune especially for you. Listen closely. Sometimes you can tell a wise person not only by what he says, but also by what he doesn't say. Remember, it is much better to say little than to say too much and regret it later. Give Zoltar your treasure. I have much wisdom to share with you.
I want to be
this thing is.
Yeah,
and it's at the little fortune. Dude, this thing is awesome. I got plans for this. But in addition to that, my Omega Red came in today as well. And this guy is so sick. He's beautiful, man. I love this dude. This is the first used figure that I've bought. And I was a little iffy about it, but man, he's good, man. He's everything that I want him to be. He's so awesome. This thing is great. I'm only missing Magneto now, and then I'll have the whole line.
That's a pretty big haul for 1 week, man. You're gonna give the 12-inch Moose Dream a run for his money.
Bro, I'm telling you. Hey, my Jack Sparrow's paid off. I'm just waiting for him to send him out.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, anyone else get any deliveries or?
No, I'm just waiting on Darth Maul. Shane,
Oh, gotcha.
you're
Yeah,
looking to get
you're
one as
the
well.
only one waiting on Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Darth Maul.
I had something exciting happen. So I got an email from Jazz Inc. And I got the shipping notification for my 89 Batmobile. So that is...
Hell
that is,
yeah, dude.
Big
It's been a
news.
wait. It's been a long
That's
wait.
a big deal. I just want to address a few things here. So
Let's fucking go.
So Michael Hannon, aka Ancient 12-inch Moodstream, just 12-inch Moodstream. Someone please check on Ian. Yeah, well I'll be checking in on him after anyway. You know, I'd say he was just really tired, or maybe you never know. Maybe he got some bad news or something like that. But we hope he's all right. I'd say he's just tired. Go on.
He's all right. I hit him up on the side. He's just tired. He's
Good,
okay.
yeah, I'd say he's just wrecked, man. You know, because
That's
it's a
good.
pretty high pressure job as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes
That's
you
good
just
to
gotta hit the hay.
And his wife had just
Um,
come home and all, so he's not alone or anything. He's okay.
Cool. Good. We'll hit him up anyway. We'll hit him up. All right. So, right. I'm just gonna go through just a few of the basics here. So, thanks very much if you're one of the 4,488 subscribers. Greatly appreciated. If you're watching now and you got any sort of value, if you enjoyed the channel, maybe consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Shout out to the members. We got Lieutenant Weenus. Yeah, right, okay. We got a Big Rib, the Ben Thomas Show, Caffeinated Comic Fan, Dogito. We got Stanley Vita, Tiny Art Guy, who is here with us, Bob. We got Figurecraft, Blurred Dad Life, 1-6 Shooter, Figures and Fandom, Howard Potts, H and Silver Fox, Jose G Hernandez, Brian Wong, Eddie Money Mendez, Jim Collector, Lancelot's Nerd Corner, Mike L, and of course we've got Ryan Smith. Shout out to the commanders as well, who have their YouTube handle displayed at the end of all the content. And I had to add a new person because Ryan, aka Respect the Lord, just became a commander before the show. So this is the newest or up to date outro. Okay, this video is not brand new. It's been up for a few months, but it's the latest, my Mark IV or the latest collection tour I've done. This is the last kind of day or week on the Hope Show I'm going to promote this. But yeah, it's up there. It's doing quite well. I think it's going to move into pole position in terms of the 4 collection tours I've done, and it's the one I'm most proud of. So maybe consider taking a look at that. Also, there's the review of the INART Joker Joaquin Phoenix 4-pack. So, reminder of the giveaway, folks. We are giving away, it's not a drill, we are going to be giving away an Hot Toys Artisan Anakin. I believe these are limited to 3,000. And how you enter is, okay, so the date, first of all, is to be confirmed. I have to wait until it gets released. And then, of course, because it's from Sideshow, I'm going to have to release God knows when after that. So I'm guessing around the summer we're going to be giving this away. So I have to get it first before I can ship it anywhere. How to enter, really simple. Super chat on any stream. As in, I think the 3rd of February we launched this, and I think it was actually Phil who dropped the first super chat. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning this when the day comes, drop a super chat on any stream between February 3rd and the giveaway, which will be probably in the summer, as I said, or a super thanks on any video, or be a channel member on the night of the giveaway. Okay, and yeah, so we'll do a duck race, something like that, and bang, we'll be giving out that to whoever wins. So that's pretty exciting. Artisan Anakin, maybe this guy will win it. You never know. Maybe this guy will win it, and he'll have an Artisan Anakin. I think he already has one on pre-order. Long time no see.
Jose, wow, look at this.
I think Jose has questions for us.
I was like, no way they're not gonna do face off. They make me do it every week. So
Okay. So
you
that's
guys
fair
are
enough.
doing face off.
All right, I'm removing the this here, and we'll get the teams ready. So who do we have? So we'll put you. Can we put you in the center? So I wonder, how do I split this then? What's the best way of splitting this? We got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 and 3. So I know. I'll put them down here again. So maybe if we go like me, Jim, and Dave against Phil, Bob, and Mike. How's that sound? That work?
It was good to me.
Yeah.
Do it.
Dave says yes. All right. Thanks, Jose. Good to see you. And we're going to add in the music first of all.
On the losing team again, Jim.
All right, let's hide the chat. All right, let's do this.
So, panel members, switch over to private chat in the interest of fairness there. So,
Where's Jose gone?
He's this for dramatic effect maybe. So I'm going to switch over to private chat. Everyone switch over to private chat, folks. And then Jose, we're ready when you are.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Who's going first?
Can't hear you.
Going first.
Who's going first?
Who's
I
going
don't know.
first? Will we let them
Third
go
base.
first?
I'm happy to let them go first.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. First question of release. In what year did the animated Mulan release?
What kind of question is that? Come on. Nobody knows that.
These questions come from.
Guys,
I have no idea.
I'm thinking late 90s, but
that's what I was
2000s.
thinking.
Well, you don't get to think right now, buddy.
I'll think if I wanna.
Don't help him out, Dave.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Phil?
Phil, you got anything? No?
No.
You guys just want to guess?
It's not even one that I remember my daughter sitting watching with my daughter when she was little back.
Right.
No idea at all.
Bob, you want to say late 90s? You want to say 1999's as late as it gets?
Let's do that.
All right,
Let's do that, Mike.
1999, final answer.
Final answer. That is incorrect. It is 1998.
Oh!
Whoa, so close.
Unlucky, Bob.
This is our chance. Come on, Jim. Come on, Dave. This is our chance.
All right. Next question. Release. In what year did the animated The Lion King release?
I think that was 1994, guys.
That sounds right.
I think 1994 was a huge year for film. I'm pretty sure, like Pulp Fiction, a bunch of other movies came out in 1994. I could be wrong, but my gut says 1994.
Now, was it before or after Hercules?
I have no idea.
I think before.
I think it was before Hercules. And Hercules was released while I was working at McDonald's. We had all those plates.
That's a good way to remember it.
And I was working at McDonald's. Oh yeah, like in the 95, 96 time frame.
That works
96,
out.
97.
That
So
checks
94
out.
sounds good.
Are you
Final
happy to go
answer?
with 94?
I'm good with that.
All right, 94. I'll
I
trust
think
you
it's
over me to
94.
be fair, Shane. Let's go
Jose.
94.
94.
That is correct.
Get
Well done,
in.
Shane. Well done.
Good
Nice
stuff.
one, Shane.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll move on to who directed.
Oh.
Who directed Terminator Salvation?
Who cares?
That's not even a
Wait,
movie.
chooses a question.
That movie doesn't exist.
There's two movies. What are you talking about, Jose?
Salvation is the one where Christian Bale kind of lost it a little bit, right? And that was fun. Remember, that's what I remember most from the film.
It's the one where Christian Bale says, "I'm not wearing hockey pads."
Yeah, it's that one. Actually, it's the one where he's yelling at Shane the whole time. I love that. I love that the clip he's yelling at Shane. Fuck off, Shane.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that actually. I'm gonna get that clip for the whole show.
You should. That'd be great. I don't know, guys. I have no idea.
I have
John
no
Carpenter.
idea.
Yeah.
Fuck you, asshole.
Bob, anything?
No, absolutely nothing, Mike.
Should we go with,
Absolutely no idea.
go with George Lucas?
Oh, really?
Steven Spielberg. I don't. Phil,
Final answer?
Steven Spielberg, final answer.
Correct. It was directed by Mick G.
MacGyver?
Yeah.
The director Mick G. All right.
Okay. We can't. Your lips are moving, but no sounds coming out.
Alien Erection, I think I heard.
Alien Resurrection.
Oh.
French guy.
See what bad audio can do?
He's a French guy, that's all I know.
The only French name that I can think of is Gerard Depardieu, and that ain't right.
No.
You are right. I think it is a French director.
It is a French director. He did some interesting films. Can't remember his name though. That's so annoying. It's one of like the few films I've watched like the director's commentary and making of, like more than once as well.
Favreau, that's French, right? It was John Favreau.
No.
No.
Okay, he's got to be called Pierre something. We're in agreement? No, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna hear the name. It's gonna really piss me off. Damn
Wait,
you, Jose.
List all the French names that you know.
Is it? It's not
Louis.
Luc Besson.
No, it doesn't sound right.
Pepe Le Pew.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
I don't know.
No,
It's not coming to me.
I got nothing here.
It's directed by a French guy called Jean-Pierre Jeunet.
Yep.
Okay. Now we know. Well, look, if they get this wrong, we win. So like
Pierre was in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
All right. Played the character of Alice. 2004 film.
I did. What?
Didn't catch the film then, Jose. Sorry.
2004 film Closer.
Never seen it.
Never seen it. Closer.
It's on you, Bob.
Which film? Closer.
I know the 9 Inch Nails video, but
Yeah.
What's the film? Closer.
Closer. Yeah, I got nothing, guys. Man, Jose, killing me this week.
Was that not the girl that played Padme?
Oh.
I don't know.
Is she not in it? What's her name?
Oh God, you did not just say that in front of Jose.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I did.
I mean,
That explains why you got the hard questions.
Natalie Portman. Is it her?
Natalie Portman sounds good to me.
Final answer?
Sure.
Yeah. Isn't it?
That is correct.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was who played the character Alan.
Alice.
Oh, Alice. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair. I was like,
Alan.
Alan. Sorry about that.
yeah. Okay.
Tiebreaker.
All right. No, well, no.
We went
We've if we get this, it's one all now. If we get this, we win. If not, then it's a tiebreaker. Then he's got to go to the age question.
Give him a hard one.
Played the character of June Carter. 2005 film.
What was the name of the
Walk
movie?
the Line, right?
Walk the Line.
June Carter. Oh, was that? That wasn't Reese Witherspoon, was it?
It is. It's 100% Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Yes. I don't know what he said, but I think you said we won. Yeah.
I saw correct.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's not a hard one. You gave him an easy one.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Celebration.
It was close.
Well played.
Thanks, Jose. I appreciate you
yeah.
doing the questions.
Cheers, Jose.
Thanks,
Cheers,
Jose.
Jose.
Appreciate it.
I gotta turn down this. Music. It's just. It's very unnerving. All right. Does anyone else? Anyone have anything they want to promote or anything or? Anyone?
I'm on a live stream tomorrow night
Holy
with
crap.
Aaron Articulates. It's a new one that he does. It's Rants and Rambles. I don't know if he's changed the names to the second one. It's literally just us moaning and complaining about life. It's like a it's actually quite fun. He's really good at it. Like he puts a funny spin on it, and then I'm there trying to do my best. But it's a fun show. It's quite fun. It's got a couple of the guys from OFAC as well.
Right, yeah.
I think they're on it as well.
They're good guys.
Yeah, it's a good laugh. It's a good laugh.
Yeah, they're like really good at swearing. Like they're like, you know, we try, but they're really good at it. Like
there's a lot of swearing in that. I didn't know what I was getting into until I was in it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
No, I like Ian and Pete. I just noticed something here. I saw it, and my initial reactions were.
Shit, boy. Shit, partner. Shit. 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 Thanks for your time.
It's the last three that overlap that get me. But Dave, you didn't have to do that. Dave has very, very kindly and very, very generously gifted 5 1/6 Figure Focus memberships, which means I can retire now. And that'll be it. Yeah. So thanks very much, Dave. Really appreciate it.
I want to make my time here count.
Yeah. No, thanks very much. I do appreciate it. So look, we're just going to wrap it up, folks. Unless anyone else have anything else they want to promote, or anywhere they'll be appearing, or their channels, or their Instagram, or anything else.
Yeah, you can check them out on Hot Toys Hotline, 7 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday nights.
That's tomorrow night, yeah?
Yep.
Good
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
Cool. Listen to that.
It's a good show, that. I caught that on the replay. It was good.
Yeah, I usually listen on the replay on Wednesday because it's too late for me. But
too late for us.
Yeah. Well, Jose, you have your show coming up.
Yes.
Saturday week the 15th, I think.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
If it's okay with you, we can say who's going to be on it.
Yeah. Work away.
Yeah, awesome. On the 15th, the show will come back for episode 3. Me and Marco do the show on Saturday mornings. So look forward to seeing you guys over there. Our competitors this time, it's going to be Shane. He's going to make his debut on the show, and he's going to be competing against movie canon Giovanni. So it's going to be a good one. So Gio versus Shane in the main event. So hope to see you guys there.
Oh, man, that's good.
Love that.
Who's judging it? Anybody good?
I've asked a couple people. I got a couple people. Mike, if you're available, I'd love to have you there, man. So Mike was our previous competitor, and he came out victorious. So
yeah.
So I'll be there. Con me amigos.
Spirish.
He's looking forward to all that Spanish there, Shane.
Spirish. Yeah. Hey, listen. Jeszcze ładna, you know. Oh no, wait, that's actually Polish, I think. No, to where he's guapa.
All right, yeah.
All right. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Dos cerveza, por favor.
Dos cervezas, por favor.
These are the things that are important when you're in your 20s traveling across Europe.
Absolutely,
guys. Thanks very much. I appreciate your time. Thanks for people watching the chat. And as usual, big thanks to anyone who's taken any of the time to watch any of the videos, like any of the videos, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, drop a super chat, ask me to come onto their show, come onto my show, all that kind of stuff. So greatly appreciated. And with the now updated outro, because we've added Ryan, respect the lore. See you folks. See you next week.
Peace.